Have you noticed friendships feel different now? When you were younger, you didn't schedule hanging out. You just showed up. You didn't overthink texts. You didn't wonder if you were too much. You just existed. But now, everyone's busy. Everyone's tired. Conversations feel shorter. Replies take longer. And sometimes you sit there wondering if you're drifting apart or just growing up. The weird part is, nobody talks about this shift. Friendships don't usually end with a fight. They fade quietly. Less talking, less laughing, less effort. And you don't even realize it until one day you look back and think, when was the last time we actually talked? It's not always drama. Sometimes it's just life moving in different directions. And maybe that's the hardest part about growing up. Why do we care so much about what people think, when most people aren't even thinking about us? You'll replay one awkward moment in your head for days. One weird thing you said. One mistake. Meanwhile, everyone else has already moved on, because they're too busy overthinking their own moments. That's the crazy part. Everyone feels judged. Everyone feels watched. But in reality, most people are just trying to survive their own insecurities. You don't wear something because, what if they think it's weird? You don't speak up because, what if they laugh? You shrink yourself just in case. But here's the truth. The spotlight you feel isn't real. It's just your brain trying to protect you from embarrassment. And once you realize nobody's actually keeping score, you start living a little freer. Roblox doesn't feel dead, it just feels empty. You open the app, scroll the front page, and everything looks the same. Same thumbnails, same fonts, same faces, same gameplay. You click a game expecting fun, but instead you get a tutorial, then another tutorial, then a cutscene, daily rewards, and a battle pass. And after 30 minutes, you still haven't laughed or done anything stupid. Old Roblox threw you straight into chaos. Broken physics, glitchy avatars, random moments that were funny because they weren't planned. But now everything is polished, balanced, safe, and predictable. Games go viral, everyone plays them. You see them everywhere, and 1 week later they're completely dead with no updates and no reason to come back. Most games aren't built to last anymore. They're built to trend, and trends die fast. Roblox humor used to be accidental. Now it's forced with loud sounds, random screaming, and overused memes that feel exhausting instead of funny. Kids log in, scroll, don't know what to play, then log out. Not because Roblox is bad, but because it forgot what made it fun in the first place. Chaos, randomness, and moments you couldn't plan. Bro. The moment you hear your full name get called, it's over. Like, why did you use my government name? What crime did I commit? I'm just sitting there and suddenly I hear Kenny Rogers, and my heart drops. I immediately start speedrunning my memories like, did I break something? Did I forget a chore? Did I exist incorrectly? I start walking to the room already guilty. No evidence, no witnesses, just vibes. Every step feels louder. The air gets colder. I'm mentally preparing an apology speech I didn't even rehearse. I get there, and they just look at me, silent. I'm sweating. Then they say, can you turn off the lights? That's it? Bro. I almost confessed to things I didn't do. My soul already left my body and you just wanted to switch? Don't ever summon me like that again. Give context. Put a warning. I'm not built for suspense like this. Bro, I just hit 500 subscribers. Like actually 500. And I know that sounds small to some people, but to me, this is crazy. A few weeks ago, I was posting videos getting like 20 views. Sometimes less. Sometimes my own video didn't even load right, and now there are 500 real people who chose to click subscribe. That's wild. And the funniest part? Every big YouTuber you watch right now started exactly like this. Posting random videos, low-quality edits, flopping non-stop, and still hitting upload. So if you're a small creator watching this, don't quit. And if you see a small creator on your feed, don't just scroll. That one like, that one comment, that one sub actually matters more than you think. I'm proof. This isn't the end. This is literally just the beginning. And trust me, this channel is only getting better from here.
Bro, I have been wanting to try this trend. Let's do it.
This is the shortest rant. 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 Somewhere right now, a small creator just uploaded a video and is refreshing the page over and over. 3 views, maybe 4, no comments. And they're pretending it doesn't hurt, but it does. They stayed up late editing. They rewatched it like 10 times, hoping it was good enough. And the craziest part? They don't need millions. They don't need fame. Sometimes all they need is one sign that someone cares. 1 like, 1 comment, 1 subscribe. That tiny action could be the reason they keep posting tomorrow instead of quitting tonight. So if you're seeing this right now, don't scroll. Be the reason someone keeps going. Support small creators while they're still small, because one day, you'll say you were there first. Your mom always says, drink water, and you think it's annoying. Like, bro, I'm not dying, I'm just playing Roblox. But here's what's actually happening. When you don't drink enough water, your brain gets slower. You feel tired, lazy, and annoyed for no reason. That's why sometimes you feel bored even when you're doing something fun. Studies show that being even a little dehydrated can mess with your focus, your mood, and your energy. But when you drink water, your brain wakes up. You think faster. You feel more alert. You actually want to do things instead of laying around. That's why after drinking water, you suddenly feel like standing up or getting something done. So yeah, drink water sounds basic, but it's literally a reset button for your body. Start small. 1 glass in the morning, 1 before you play. It feels boring at first, but after a week, you'll notice you're less tired and more focused without even trying.
You ever notice how our parents always say they're fine, even when they're clearly exhausted? They'll come home tired, sit down for 5 minutes, then get back up just to make sure you're okay. They'll skip buying things they want without even thinking twice. But the moment you mention needing something, they somehow make it happen. And what hurts the most is how quiet they are about their struggles. They don't complain. They don't post about it. They just carry it. Meanwhile, we stress over things that won't even matter in a year. They give us time, energy, and love without keeping score. No receipts, no reminders, just sacrifice. And one day, we're gonna look back and realize how much they did without ever asking for credit. So if you're seeing this right now, don't scroll. Go tell them thank you. Go give them a hug. It might seem small to you, but to them, it means everything.
Bro, I just hit 1,000 subscribers today, and honestly, thank you. I know 1K might not sound big to everyone, but to me, this means everything. This channel started with nothing. Low views, flops, uploading and hoping someone would care. And now, 1,000 real people decided to subscribe. That's crazy. But this isn't the finish line. This is just the beginning. Our next goal is 4,000 watch hours. That means longer videos, live streams, and actually building something real here. So if you see me go live or upload long-form videos, please take your time to watch them. Drop a like, leave a comment. That support helps more than you think, especially for small creators like me. If you've been here from the start, or if you just found this channel today, thank you. Let's keep growing together. This is only getting better from here.
Your mom always says, go to sleep early, and you think she's just trying to ruin your fun. Like bro, it's not even late yet. But here's what's actually happening. When you sleep late, your brain doesn't fully reset. You wake up tired, slow, and annoyed for no reason. That's why school feels harder and everything feels boring the next day. Studies show that sleeping earlier improves memory, focus, and even mood. Your brain literally cleans itself while you sleep. But when you stay up late scrolling or gaming, that cleaning process gets cut short. And yeah, one late night won't destroy you, but doing it every day slowly makes everything harder. That's why when you sleep early, you wake up feeling lighter, more focused, less lazy. So sleep early isn't about control. It's about setting tomorrow on easy mode. Try it for a week. Same wake up time, earlier sleep. You'll notice the difference before anyone else does.
Why does everyone feel like they're late for life? Like, if you're not successful by a certain age, people act like it's over. Our parents didn't have life figured out at 20, or 25, or even 30. They struggled quietly. They failed. They restarted. But now, social media makes it feel like you're behind if you're not winning yet. And that pressure is crazy. Everyone's comparing their chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. No one shows the years where nothing worked. So if you feel lost right now, you're not broken. You're just human. Take your time. You're not late. You're just early in your story. Also, like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Doing things early feels boring because it doesn't feel urgent. There's no pressure, no panic, no rush, and that's exactly why it works. When you finish something early, homework, chores, even small tasks, your brain relaxes. You stop thinking about it. You stop carrying it around all day. But when you delay it, your mind keeps reminding you in the background. That's why procrastination feels tiring even when you're doing nothing. Your brain is constantly holding unfinished tasks open. Finishing things early isn't about being productive, it's about freeing your mind. That's why people who start early feel calmer, lighter, less stressed. And here's the crazy part: once your mind feels clear, you actually enjoy the rest of your day more. So yeah, doing things early feels boring, but it secretly makes life easier. And once you feel that calm, you'll never want to go back. Bro, why does silence feel uncomfortable now? Like the moment things get quiet, we reach for our phone. No music, no video, no noise, it feels wrong. But think about it, silence used to be normal. Waiting in line, sitting in a room, just thinking, now. The second there's nothing happening, we panic and fill the space. And because of that, our brain never rests. We're always consuming, always reacting, always distracted. That's why even after doing nothing all day, we still feel tired. Our mind never actually got a break. Silence isn't boring, it's unfamiliar. And the more we avoid it, the harder it gets to sit with our own thoughts. But the people who are calm, focused, clear-headed, they're comfortable with silence. So yeah, silence feels weird now. But that's exactly why we probably need it.
Everyone says if a monster appears, you're supposed to scream and run. But hear me out. What if the monster shows up? And I just sigh? Like I look at him and go, bro, again? Now he's confused. He's like, what do you mean again? I tell him, you're late. And also you're not scary. Last week's monster had better timing. Now he starts panicking. He's pacing around, growling louder, trying harder. Claws out, dramatic breathing. So I pull out my phone and start rating him. I'm like, okay, jump scare was weak. Roar was decent. Effort, mid. Now the monster's standing there questioning his whole existence. At this point, I'm not trapped with him. He's trapped with my feedback. He slowly backs away like, I'll come back later. And I'm just like, yeah, practice first. So tell me, did I just survive the monster? Or did I ruin his career?
Yo guys, let us experience gravity. Here we go.
Be honest. Why are you tired even on days you do nothing? Why does everything feel more tiring now, even when you barely do anything? You wake up, scroll a bit, watch videos, maybe play games, and somehow you're already exhausted. But here's the thing. It's not because you're lazy and it's not because you're doing too much. It's because your brain never actually rests anymore. Notifications, videos, messages, thoughts. Your mind keeps switching non-stop. And that constant switching drains more energy than real work. That's why days where you did nothing still feel heavy. Your brain was busy the entire time. Real rest isn't just laying down or sleeping. It's staying with one thing long enough without interruption. Fewer tabs, fewer apps, less noise. And when your brain finally slows down, you feel lighter without changing anything else. So if you've been feeling tired for no clear reason, it's probably not your body, be honest. When did time start moving this fast? Why does it feel like weeks disappear now? One moment it's Monday, then suddenly it's the end of the month. But it's not because time is actually faster. It's because everything is repetitive. Same apps, same routines, same screens. When your days look the same, your brain stops saving details. And when there are no details, time feels like it's skipped. That's why childhood felt longer. New places, new feelings, new moments. Your brain was recording everything. But now, autopilot, scroll, repeat. And when you don't create new moments, your brain compresses time. Days blur together. Months vanish. So if life feels like it's flying by, it's not because you're running out of time, it's because you're not breaking the pattern often enough. And once you notice that, you can't unsee it. Be honest. Why do you keep scrolling even when you're bored? Why does scrolling never actually satisfy you anymore? You open an app for just a minute, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone, but you don't feel relaxed, entertained, or happy. That's because your brain isn't enjoying it, it's chasing the next thing. Every swipe promises something better, funnier, more interesting. And when it doesn't deliver, your brain says, okay, next. That constant chasing keeps your mind slightly stressed the whole time. There's no finish line, no moment where your brain goes, all right, that was enough. That's why you can scroll forever and still feel empty after. It's not rest, it's stimulation without satisfaction. And the moment you stop scrolling, all the tiredness hits at once. So if you've ever wondered why scrolling feels endless but never fulfilling, it's because your brain was never meant to rest that way.
I'm not a big creator. Not yet. I'm still learning, still experimenting, still posting even when some videos flop. But every upload, I try to get better. Better ideas, better edits, better storytelling. And if you're watching this right now, that already means more than you think. If you enjoy my content, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe and check out my other videos on the channel. Even watching for a bit helps a small creator like me more than you realize. And here's the deal. Once you're done, comment TeamKenny. I'll personally go to your channel and show love on your videos too. No bots, no fake stuff. Just creators supporting creators. We all start somewhere. And maybe this is just the beginning for both of us.
Bro, I just realized something. Why are monsters always acting like they run the place? Like imagine a monster crawls out from under your bed at 3 a.m., all dramatic, glowing eyes, breathing loud. And instead of screaming, you just look at him and go, can you not do this right now? He's gonna freeze, like pause. Because that was not in the script. He growls louder. You yawn. He knocks something over, you pick it up and put it back. Now he's stressed. He's pacing around trying new scare tactics like he's switching settings. At this point, you're not scared. You're inconvenienced. You start giving feedback. Okay, entrance was solid, but the timing was off. Now the monster's questioning his whole career. He slowly backs away like,
I'll come back later.
and you're just standing there wondering if you just survived a monster or accidentally became the problem. Did I just solve every monster movie? Or did I unlock the bad ending? Bro, I just realized something. Why do we panic during jump scares when the scary thing already revealed itself? Like imagine something jumps out yelling boo, and instead of screaming you just go,
Okay, now what?
it already jumped. That was the move. There's nothing left. You're standing there calm and now it's awkward. The monster's breathing heavy, staring at you, like it didn't plan this far. You're like,
Was that it? Or is there a part 2?
now the monster starts backing up slowly, because fear only works when you react. No reaction, no power. You sit down, check your phone. He's still standing there like,
Am I supposed to leave?
at this point, the jump scare didn't scare you. It just interrupted your day. And now you're both standing there wondering who's supposed to go first. So tell me, did the jump scare fail? Or did I just break the system?
Did you know Bruno Mars is not from Mars? Did you know you can skydive without a parachute, but only once? Did you know McDonald's M stands for McDonald's? Did you know last game is never the last game? Did you know your phone battery drops faster at 1%? Did you know alarms only work when you don't need sleep?
Bro, why does school make everything feel like an emergency? Like one assignment is late, and suddenly it feels like your entire future is over. You miss one homework and your brain goes, yep, that's it. I'm not graduating. Teachers will be like,
This is very important.
about everything. Quiz,
Important.
project,
Important.
attendance,
Important.
and now your brain doesn't know what actually matters anymore. So you're stressed all the time, even when you're home, even when you're trying to relax. You sit down to rest and your brain's like, hey, shouldn't we be worried about something? And the crazy part is, half the stuff you stress about won't matter in a year. But in the moment, it feels life or death. School didn't teach us how to manage stress. It just taught us how to panic quietly. So tell me, am I overreacting? Or does school really make everything feel urgent for no reason? Bro, why does homework feel 10 times harder than it actually is? Like you look at the assignment and your brain immediately goes, yeah, not today. You haven't even started yet and you're already tired. You open it, read the first question, then suddenly you're checking the time, checking your phone, checking literally anything except the homework. And the crazy part, when you finally start, it's never as bad as you thought. Half the time you finish it in like 20 minutes and you're just sitting there like, that's it? So why did I avoid this for 3 hours? It's not the homework that drains you. It's the overthinking before you start. Your brain makes it feel bigger, heavier, more stressful than it really is. And once it's done, you instantly feel lighter, calm, free. So yeah, homework isn't hard. Starting it is. So tell me, why does starting feel like the hardest part every time? Bro, why does school make you tired even when you get enough sleep? Like you go to bed early, you wake up on time, and somehow you're still exhausted by first period. And it's not even physical tired, it's mental. You sit down, open your notebook, and your brain just shuts off. That's because school doesn't let your brain rest. You're listening, thinking, worrying, remembering deadlines, switching subjects every hour. Math brain, English brain, science brain. No break. Your mind is running a marathon while your body is just sitting there. And then they're like, why aren't you focused? Bro, my brain has been on all day. That's why you get home and do absolutely nothing. Not because you're lazy, but because your brain is done. School doesn't drain your body, it drains your mind. So tell me, why do they act surprised when we're exhausted? Bro, why do tests decide if you're smart when they literally test how good you are at memorizing under pressure? Like you study for hours, fill your brain with information, then the test starts, and suddenly your mind goes blank. Not because you don't know it, but because you're stressed. And the funny part? A week later you forget half of it anyway. So what was the point? Some people understand the lesson perfectly but freeze during exams. Others memorize everything the night before and forget it right after. But school treats both the same. A number, a grade. That's it. Tests don't measure creativity, problem solving, or understanding. They measure how calm you are in a quiet room with a timer. So if you ever felt dumb because of a bad score, you're not. You just weren't built for that system. So tell me, why do we let one test decide so much? Bro, people love saying Roblox teaches you nothing. But this story proves the opposite. There's this kid who's always on Roblox. Building, role-playing, learning random stuff. His parents think it's just a game. One day, his dad asks him to help fix something simple in the house. The kid says, I got this. Parents laugh. Like, yeah, right. But the kid learned how circuits work from Roblox building games. He watched tutorials, tried stuff in-game, failed a lot. So he looks at the problem, turns off the power, checks the wires, exactly how he practiced before. And somehow, it works. Lights come back on. Everyone's shocked. His parents are like, how did you even know how to do that? And he just says, Roblox. From that day on, they stopped calling it a waste of time, because it wasn't just a game anymore. It was practice. It was learning. It was confidence. So next time someone says Roblox is useless, remember this. Sometimes games teach you things school never does. People love laughing at kids who play Roblox. They call it childish, a waste of time. But this story shut everyone up. There's this kid who plays Roblox every day after school. Not just playing, building, experimenting, learning how things work in games. His classmates make fun of him for it. Teachers don't take it seriously either. One day at school during class, a student suddenly faints. Panic everywhere. Nobody knows what to do. The teacher freezes. And this kid, he remembers something. All those Roblox games where you role-play emergencies. He remembers the steps. He stays calm, helps the teacher call for help, checks if the student is breathing, keeps everyone steady until help arrives. Later, when everything's okay, the teacher asks how he knew what to do. He just shrugs and says, from a game. That day, nobody laughed at him anymore. Because Roblox wasn't just a game, it gave him confidence when it actually mattered. So, yeah. Next time someone says, Roblox is useless, maybe think twice. People always say Roblox is just a game. Nothing serious, nothing useful. But this story proves why that's not true. There's this kid who plays Roblox after school every day, mostly obbies, role-play games, teamwork stuff. His parents think he's just messing around. One afternoon, his neighborhood suddenly loses power. Everyone's confused. Adults are panicking. The kid stays calm. He remembers all those Roblox games where you have to coordinate, communicate, and solve problems fast. He starts helping neighbors, calling out what to do, making sure no one panics, even helping an older neighbor find a flashlight and phone charger. When the power finally comes back, people are thanking him like he's an adult. His parents are shocked. They ask how he stayed so calm. He just says, I'm used to this stuff, from games. And that's when they realized Roblox didn't just teach him how to play. It taught him how to stay calm when things go wrong. So yeah, next time someone says Roblox is useless, remember this. There's this kid who plays Roblox every single day after school. His parents think he's on it too much. They keep warning him, one more bad grade and Roblox is gone. He promises he'll balance it. One night, his parents are arguing in the kitchen about bills and stress. The kid hears it from his room. Instead of ignoring it, he walks in and calmly says, Can I help? They're surprised. He starts explaining how they can plan things better, because he learned how to manage resources and money from Roblox tycoon games, budgeting, upgrades, priorities. He breaks it down in a way that actually makes sense. His parents stop arguing and start listening. By the end, they're calmer. One of them even laughs and says, When did you learn all this? And the kid just shrugs and says, From Roblox. That night, his parents don't take Roblox away. They realize it didn't just entertain him. It taught him how to think ahead and stay calm when things get stressful. So yeah, sometimes games teach more than people expect. There's this kid who plays Roblox almost every day after school. His parents think it's distracting him. They keep saying, You should be studying instead of playing games. One weekend, his school announces a group project. No instructions, no clear roles. Just figure it out. The group starts arguing. Nobody knows what to do. Everyone talks over each other. The kid stays quiet at first. Then he steps in and starts assigning roles. Who does what? Who researches? Who presents? He keeps everyone focused and calm. The project actually comes together. When the teacher asks how they managed to work so well as a team, the kid says he learned it from Roblox, leading teams, coordinating in games, and working with people online. The teacher nods. His parents hear about it later and are shocked. They realize Roblox didn't distract him from learning. It taught him how to work with others when it actually mattered. So yeah, sometimes games teach skills you don't even notice until you need them. There's this kid who plays Roblox almost every day after school. His parents think it's distracting him, like it's pulling him away from real life. One afternoon, his parents leave him in charge for a few hours. Nothing serious, just watch the house and keep things under control. At first, everything's normal. Then something small goes wrong. Water starts leaking in the bathroom. Panic starts setting in. The kid doesn't freak out. He remembers all those Roblox games where things go wrong and you have to react fast. He turns off the water, grabs towels, and calls his parents right away. By the time they get home, the situation's already handled. No damage, no mess. His parents are shocked. They ask how he stayed so calm. He just says, "I'm used to solving problems under pressure." From that day on, they stop calling Roblox a distraction. They realize it actually taught him how to think clearly when things don't go as planned. So yeah, sometimes games prepare you for real life in ways people don't expect. There's this kid who plays Roblox almost every day after school. His parents think it's distracting him, like it's pulling him away from real life. One afternoon, his parents leave him in charge for a few hours. Nothing serious, just watch the house and keep things under control. At first, everything's normal. Then something small goes wrong. Water starts leaking in the bathroom. Panic starts setting in. The kid doesn't freak out. He remembers all those Roblox games where things go wrong and you have to react fast. He turns off the water, grabs towels, and calls his parents right away. By the time they get home, the situation's already handled. No damage, no mess. His parents are shocked. They ask how he stayed so calm. He just says, "I'm used to solving problems under pressure." From that day on, they stop calling Roblox a distraction. They realize it actually taught him how to think clearly when things don't go as planned. So yeah, sometimes games prepare you for real life in ways people don't expect. There's this kid who plays Roblox almost every day after school. His parents think it's distracting him, like it's pulling him away from real life. One afternoon, his parents leave him in charge for a few hours. Nothing serious, just watch the house and keep things under control. At first, everything's normal. Then something small goes wrong. Water starts leaking in the bathroom. Panic starts setting in. The kid doesn't freak out. He remembers all those Roblox games where things go wrong and you have to react fast. He turns off the water, grabs towels, and calls his parents right away. By the time they get home, the situation's already handled. No damage, no mess. His parents are shocked. They ask how he stayed so calm. He just says, "I'm used to solving problems under pressure." From that day on, they stop calling Roblox a distraction. They realize it actually taught him how to think clearly when things don't go as planned. So yeah, sometimes games prepare you for real life in ways people don't expect. Be honest. Why does everyone say they're busy now, but nothing actually gets done? You wake up, check your phone, reply to messages, watch a few videos, maybe scroll for a bit, and suddenly the day feels over. And you're tired. But when you think about it, what did you actually do? Not much. That's because being busy isn't the same as being productive. Your brain has been switching non-stop all day. Notifications, conversations, content, thoughts. No deep focus, no real progress, just constant movement. That's why days feel full but empty at the same time. You weren't resting, but you weren't building either. And the scariest part? You don't even notice it happening. So if life feels fast, overwhelming, and unfulfilling lately, it's not because you're lazy. It's because your attention is being pulled in every direction. Why does motivation hit at 2 a.m., but disappear by morning? At night, you're like, that's it. Tomorrow I'm changing my life. You're planning workouts, study schedules, new habits. You feel unstoppable. Then morning comes. Alarm rings. And suddenly, you don't feel like that person anymore. It's not that you're lazy. It's that motivation is emotional. It shows up when you're inspired, calm, or deep in thought. But real life runs on discipline, not vibes. And discipline doesn't feel exciting. It feels boring, repetitive, quiet. That's why people wait to feel ready. But ready is just a mood. It fades. The people who actually improve, they move even when the motivation is gone. So maybe the problem isn't that you lose motivation. Maybe you were never supposed to rely on it in the first place.